Good afternoon, YouTube. It's your man all the way, George Page, aka the Emperor. Female Body and Talk comes to you live on YouTube. So anyway, we have a show coming up this weekend, and that is the Lenda Murray show, the Norfolk Pro. As you know, a few years ago, Lenda Murray, who was part of the Wings of Strength, decided to have her own show. There were so few shows for women's bodybuilding. As you know, it's just that at one point there's probably at the most 3 or 4 shows for women bodybuilders to compete. You know, if you count something like Chicago Pro, the Tampa, also you had Puerto Rico, and also I think the Omaha. But Lenda, she started to step up and this is what I respect about Lenda. Unlike other bodybuilders who retired from the game, who now have their own shows, they don't have female bodybuilding connected to it. Even someone like you remember New York Pro, which had female bodybuilding for a long time, and as you know, was stabbed at the back by Bear Francis when she dropped female bodybuilding from its lineup. But now female bodybuilding has made a return. There's been 2 shows, 20 and 2021. So this is going to be a great show, and this is one thing about the show. One thing I was looking, there's no women's physique. There's plenty of men's shows. There's like men's classic physique, men's bodybuilding, men's physique. Also, there's women's pro figure, but no physique. So, I think this is a show that Lenda just want to concentrate more on female bodybuilding. So I really respect that of her. So this is the list, and the list is at least 10 competitors, and this is pretty good. The Lenda show, I think, is gonna be one of those shows that is a great opportunity for anybody to step up. Now you're gonna see some familiar names, and you're gonna see some new names. Now, right off here, we have one Miss Whitney Armstrong. And this is the thing about Miss Armstrong. She's from my home state of North Carolina. She's from Charlotte. And Charlotte's not that far from where I live. It's a good ways away, but, depending on how the crow flies. And we have one Miss Maria Bradley. She's from Akron, Ohio. Now, she might know your better name is Carla Marie Bradley. She's originally from Brazil, but she's been competing here in the U.S. for a long time. She last competed at Chicago Pro. Also, we have Gina Caverio. She competed at the Muscle Fitness and Miss International and Chicago show. Nikki Chartrand, you might well say usual suspect. She has competed at the Lenda before. Victoria Kuznicki, I think that's the name, the Russian chick from the Omaha Pro. That's a good chance. And also Janine Lakowski, Tamara Makar, LaDon McDay, Andrew Sawyer, and Gabia Pina de la Vega. And, like I said, Miss Armstrong is from my home state of North Carolina. And what I did was when I saw that, I said, you know what, I'm going to reach out to her about interview, maybe sometime after the season's over, after the shows. We talk, it's great to see somebody representing North Carolina. As you know, the Lenda is in Virginia. And back in the day, Virginia used to carry the Jantana. The Jantana would go back and forth between Virginia and North Carolina. And what I found out about Miss Armstrong, that she was a physique competitor. Also, she last competed as a bodybuilder at Lenda's other show, the Savannah Pro. That's where she made her bodybuilding debut. She didn't do too well, but I think she probably fixed a few things, made a few tweaks, and I think she might be doing a little better. But let's just cross fingers, see how she does for this season. Next up is Carla Marie Bradley from Brazil, and she's huge. I think she's very impressive. Now, last year she competed at the Chicago Pro, and if she comes in the precise condition, I see her in making the top 5, if not top 3. Well, it's just she has an amazing physique, and I follow her. She used to come out a lot on Facebook and do Facebook Live, and she's also a mother. She has a son, and she works in I think a CNA in hospital. I remember I did my my schmo rehab thing. There's pictures of her, and she is impressive. She has an amazing body, and maybe someday down the line I might want to do an interview with her. Now here's also Gina Cadaverio. If I got a name wrong, I'm sorry. Now, Gina was originally a physique competitor also. She competed with physique for quite some time. And she decided to make the switch to bodybuilding. She competed at the same show as I think as a she competed at the Miss International in Chicago, and that's where she made her pro debut. Also at the Chicago show, and she's pretty impressive. I mean, I used to follow her on social media. She trains and hangs out with Hella Trevino. And, I wish her the best of luck. This is going to be her second show as a bodybuilder. And, maybe this might be an opportunity for, especially a show like the Norfolk is a great size show for up and coming bodybuilder. With something like Chicago or the Tampa, there'd be a lot of people want to take an opportunity to try to get the points to try to go to the Olympia. But shows like Savannah and the Norfolk is a great size show for up and coming bodybuilder. Now, here I have Nikki Sartran. And Nikki Sartran has been to Lenda's Norfolk before. She competed back in 2017, where she took, I think she took second place. No, I think she took first. Yeah, I think she took first place in that show. Because I think Teresa Invasic took second, and Tisha Thomas took third. I feel like Tanisha should have took first. I love Tisha should have took first to me. They should have flipped it around. Nikki should have took third. Tisha should have took first. Leave Teresa in the middle. But as you know, she's a Wing of Strength ambassador, and she's gonna probably get the big push. She's gonna also be doing the Rising Phoenix show. If you mentioned my man Jared mentions her points and rankings, she got enough. I think she got enough points where she's going to be doing the Rising Phoenix. I'll put the points systems in the description later. And Nikki's been welcome. She's welcome sometime. I just did a video with her and Mona Porcella for my Classic Canucks, and she's getting. She's really becoming a true female bodybuilder. At one point she was physique, but she made a switch when judges told her that she was too big for the division. But she's getting impressive now, and she lives in Las Vegas. She moved to Las Vegas 2 years ago, and she's living here now. Now we have here is Victoria from Russia, and I'm a fan of Victoria. She is amazing, but I think this show is too early for her. I think she should take some time. I mean, just did the Omaha Pro, and she didn't do too good. She placed to the dead bottom, and I don't know, a show like the Norfolk. I don't know if she comes in, if she can able to come in more impressive, but she need more time. I think she need at least a full month or so. Maybe while she's here, she says she's gonna do a few shows, and that's fair. But I feel like she might have skipped the show. I think she should just focus on something like the Muscle Fest, which she competed before. And Muscle Fest is for it's for the big girls, true female bodybuilders. Now, here's a lady I am fond of, and that's one Miss Janine Lakowski. And Janine, this is opportunity she can probably make the top 3. And Janine has cracked the top 3 before, and she's top 5, and she's also going to be, I think, at the Rising Phoenix, and she's also a Rising Phoenix ambassador. And I like Janine. I really like her style. She's a very interesting lady. We have talked back and forth on Instagram. Little chats here and there. I think there's a possibility, like I said, she might make top 3, top 5. But, she's a great poser. Impressive lady. I mean, very a pint-sized dynamo, I would say, especially with her Olympic gymnastic background. I think that might be her advantage. And she's also a great poser. And she has won quite many posers awards for her posing routines. So this is an opportunity for her maybe to get enough points to probably make the Olympia again. Right here we have more Miss Tamara McCare, and she's big. My man Jared's a big fan of hers. As you know, she's from Great Britain, but she's by way of Hungary. But she lives in the United States. I follow on social media. She lives down here around South, and she did pretty good. She placed 3rd place at the New York Pro. And I think she might do pretty good at the Norfolk. As you know, this is a great sideshow for somebody who would want to, get the points enough to push him to the Olympia. She could possibly make the top 5. I won't say top 3, but maybe top 5. Depending on how hard other competitors come in, what kind of A game they got. But like I said, she's pretty impressive. I mean, she has a look to her. I mean, and like I said, what I respect about her is she is a non-silicone type. Like Janine, they got some tattoos, but not too overly into the silicone. I like women like this. Great example of great female femininity and muscle. Now here we have one Miss LaDonna Day. Now, Miss LaDonna Day has been doing a couple of shows. She did New York Pro first of the season, and also she's done the Omaha Pro last week. And, LaDonna is also a Winter Strength ambassador. But, she hasn't been coming at her best. LaDonna was a Z competitor. And to me, I think, I don't know. But LaDonna, she just, needs something. She needs something. I think this is a show too soon for her. I would have skipped this show. I would have. After the Omaha, you took 5th place. You probably just need a few more points. This is probably why she's doing it. But I would just waited for the Tampa. Depending where you place, you probably made top 3 and with enough points for you to make the Olympia. But like I said, I like LaDonna, she's finally on social media. For a long time, she was not on social media, but because she's a Winter Strength ambassador, she has to have an IG page. And it's good that she's on social media. I like the fact that she finally got social media, because that's the fans want to connect to you, they want to talk to you, they want to know about you. You can't be too private, Here we have is Andrea Sawyer. And Andrea, as you know, she did pretty good last year. She made top 5 at the Savannah Pro. I think she made top 5 at Chicago. I forgot. Like I said, but she did pretty good. But she didn't do too good at this year's Omaha. She took 10th place, and I thought she was gonna do better than that. And I was talking with Tana Hughes. She asked me why. What did I think? I said, I don't know. I can't say. I'm not a judge. I'm a fan. And it's just always something about somebody. It's just, you can never say what the judges see that us fans don't see, But I think it might be a thing that she might need to put a little more size. And, it's just been a week from the Omaha. I think, sometimes, I know the ladies want to try to get enough points, but sometimes it's best to maybe sit a couple of shows out and take a couple of shows here and there. But like I said, Miss Whip Vixen, as Andrea goes by, she really, really wants to be in the mix. And let's honestly, yeah, she should be. Does you want opportunity? You want to take your chance? That's fair. You should take your chance and shoot your shot. Yeah, right here we have one Miss Gabriela Pena de la Vega. And I've seen her before, I don't know much about her per se, other than she's been in the sport for quite some time. I've seen pictures of her. Now, she competed a good part as a physique competitor, from what I know. I think she's originally from Mexico or someplace south of the border. But, she competed a good while. But she originally was a bodybuilder. She started in bodybuilding. But, I think it's probably with, what happened with the, when the IFBB, kind of cut the throat of female bodybuilding, she switch, and that's fair. You got to, in order to survive in this sport, you got to try to adapt. But I think, depending on how she looks and how a person she's going to be, I'm not saying, I'm just going to say how she's going to look. It's just a wait and see situation on this one. And also, this is a lovely thing. One Miss Andrea Miss Andrea Shaw will be a guest poser at the Lenda Murray Norfolk Pro. And I'm a fan of Andrea. I mean, I think she's beautiful. She has a great physique. And you know what? She earned that title as Miss Olympia. Now, originally, I was thinking it was going to be Marjorie Martin. I thought she might, especially with Iris going to be in the show, I thought she might get third. But Iris outside saying, well, she might get second or she might get third, especially Jack Heller. But, she really hit the bat on this one. And I think she's a great poser. She has a great look. And this is what I think the judges are pushing for. She has that classic line. She's going to be competing also at the Rising Phoenix to defend her title, and also defending her title as a Miss Olympia. So we say we're special. I hope it's just going to be entertaining. It'll be entertaining because you're going to see her not as buff and defined. When you do the posing shows, they're still a bit huge, but not as buff. But they're just beautiful off season. So that was the list of the ladies for the Lenda Murray Norfolk Pro show. Like I said, it's mostly going to focus on female bodybuilding. There's going to be some figure and the other like classes such as men's figures, men's physique, men's classic physique, and men's bodybuilding. And and I'm like I said, I'm gonna maybe in the future I'm gonna do some stuff about women's figure. Because there's some pretty impressive women figure. I think some figure women should switch over to maybe physique. Kick off the high heels. My friend Brittany Brooks, she switched over, and I think a lady I follow, one Miss Heidi Worrell or Osborne, she also switched over. Because I think some people get tired of those high heels. I think some like to wear high heels, somebody not, but that's all depending. But this is gonna be a great show. It's coming up on the 17th. That's this Saturday, and it's gonna be streaming. Yes, it's gonna be streaming. I mean, I paid for streaming, but somebody's gonna post it somewhere so you can catch it. So if you want to support it, I think it says like about $25 for streaming. That's good. That's good. But I still don't want to pay $25. But guess how much possibly you have a ticket if you go to the show. But like I said, support the show. Support Rising Phoenix. I'm sorry, support the Norfolk, support Lenda Murray. This and I'm like I said, when Monday we'll do prediction. My predictions. We'll talk about the outcome of the shows, the placings. Me and Jerry, we're gonna have our thoughts. And like I said, Lenda Murray, you are a great lady, and you really are a true champion of your sport and your division. Anyway, this is me, All George Page, aka the Emperor of Female Bodybuilding Talk. Don't like, subscribe, don't subscribe. I'm out.